Hello, everybody. Oh, hang on. Something's gone horribly wrong. Not working. The game sound. Oh my lord. Why is that? What does this mean? Oh, that's so weird. What does that mean then? Why is there no sound? uh, um, hmm. Why is there no sound, guys? No, we've had the music, Smirnoff. The music, we've already had the music. But then I had to stop. But for some reason... there's no game sound. I don't know why. Actually, I have no idea why there is no sound. I thought something was wrong a minute ago. Ah, is that? Oh, hang on. Is that sound now? But I can't hear it. How come I can't hear it? Can you hear in-game sound now? If I do that, how come I can't hear any in-game sound? In fact, have I got any sound? I've got no sound. I'm gonna have to start again, guys. I think. Let me just put on a YouTube video. Right, so desktop audio is okay. No, it's not volume, mate. The volume's right up. I can hear you over there, Mojo. Oh, maybe I can hear you now. So you guys can hear. Does it seem quieter than normal though? Does that sound about normal? Oh, your headphones plugged in. Gee, it's a good job we've got you lot around here, isn't it? I tell you. It's like it's really quiet for me. Open volume mix, and let's just check everything's okay. Seems quiet to you guys as well. Isn't that really weird? I can't understand. Yeah, there's no way it should be that quiet, guys. Oh god, I tell you what, this is what happens when you change hardware and all your sound settings get bought. It's definitely not as loud as it normally is because properties, everything looks okay there. Capture game audio, file settings, video, audio. Oh, this is going to drive me mad, guys. I actually have no idea why it's so quiet. It's kind of strange because I don't even seem to have a... How are you all doing anyway? Good morning. Welcome to Streaming Hell. Levels are 100%. There's no like enhancements. I can hear Mojo. Well, no, because that's the problem. Is the end game settings won't have changed. Let me just come out. I'll have to do this to check that. Yeah, it's the same as what we'd always have it on. It's the in-game stuff, isn't it? That's different. I have to say, I thought it was quiet yesterday. I did notice that there was very little noise happening. But why? Oh God. I hate it. I hate sound. I hate sound so much. Doesn't even seem to be a way to boost it. Oh no, man. See, all that'll be fine. All that's fine, guys. How would you actually turn up the volume in something like that? Shall I just see if I can get it through RE Central? Hang on a sec, guys. It's the ambient sound. It's nothing to do with that, Razor. I know the sounds aren't as loud as they normally are because I've got my headset turned up crazy loud. This might cause the stream to die. Source. Capture card, volume. Where the hell's volume on this thing? Media share, right. Settings. Capture devices. Check for updates, we don't need to do that. HDCP settings. Well, this is a cracking start to the week, isn't it? I've nearly killed myself, or I nearly killed a nugget, my testicles earlier. And now I've got this. So HDCP detection is on. Okay, that's that. Why is there no audio settings for my capture device? That makes no sense at all, does it? Capture device, edit. Cancel. Oh my God, I don't even know what I'm doing here, guys. Got everything else. I can adjust all the color balance. I can adjust coding formats, frame rate. So how the hell do I adjust sound? Fine to you. Well, you're the only one that thinks it's fine, Serenity. Nah, Serenity's entrance isn't high today, mate. No, Serenity's is exactly the same as it always is because I've actually got an analyzer on this soundbites. It's probably because you've had to turn it up to get some ambient sound, mate. It's because there's no background noise, but I don't know why that is. It makes no sense. Tell you what, let me try something. Let me try something. One sec, guys. Sorry about this. Now, have we got any? Does that sound any better? Does that sound louder to you? That's definitely louder to me, but is that too loud now? Oh, I swear to God, PC go. You know, I'll tell you what, here's an interesting thing, right? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die. I got in this morning, right, after a shit morning, okay? Terrible night. Absolutely terrible night. I won't even get into that. Then on the way back, 11-mile bike journey, rear disc brake just explodes and just about takes off my back of my bloody calf out. So that's all shredded. Then on top of that, got back, turned on the new stream rig. Lo and behold, it just stuck on the splash screen for the Mobo. So that was that. Managed to fix that, not a major issue. Turned on the gaming rig. Went to put my Windows password in, and it just spammed. It was as if there was a button stuck somewhere. So I thought, well, that's not good. Turn it on, turn it off again. Same thing happened. So what did I do? Well, pressed all the buttons on the keyboard. Okay, so turned it off, pressed all the buttons on the keyboard, like this, slapped my hand all over it. Turned it back on again. What happened this time? Keyboard didn't get detected. So I thought, oh, great, the keyboard's bleeding broken. So turned it off, took the USB plug out, put the USB plug back in, turned the gaming rig on, bang, everything's fine. I seriously, you're too loud, no offense. There is no difference, Serenity. We are exactly the same levels we are always, mate. So I can't talk to you about it, Serenity, because clearly you're not getting it. Sorry, bro. There's no difference with the audio on anything apart from the in-game sound, mate. Absolutely no difference at all. The only sound that is out is the in-game audio, bro. How does that sound now then? Is that sounding any better or not? I'm not sure if that's actually too loud in-game audio. Yeah, I think your ears are just broken, Serenity. Sorry, bro. Good morning, Lady Elvira. How are you doing? Sounds alright now, does it? Let us know, because I have a feeling that I've actually turned it up a lot more than we normally do for 7 days, mate. Did you get a stream on yesterday, Serenity? Bit jerky today. The server's warming up, as we like to say around here, don't we? Chio, Chew Toy, in fact, I've just spotted as well. Chew Toy, when did you drop those bits, mate? Oh, Chew Toy, thank you so much. Chew Toy must have jumped to 500 bits at some point. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, let's replay it. Replay it if we can. Can I redo it, or does it count as a different session? I think it counts. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much, Chew-Toy. Thank you for the bits, bro. There's something not right, isn't there? There's something not right here, I'm telling you. There's something not right with the sound. There's something seriously not right with the sound. What's that, Des? Morning, Grub. Sorry, poop stucks, mate. Remember, there are mammals who love you. So hang on, whoa, Razor, that's wrong then. We don't want that. We don't want you having to adjust it down. That means there's something wrong, dude. No. We don't want anybody adjusting anything. So if you all had to adjust your sounds then. Am I too loud? Is the game too loud? Oh, I don't believe this. This game has been so perfect for so long. And now all of a sudden everything's gone out of whack. And yet everything was fine yesterday, wasn't it? So why is it all of a sudden changed? Have you had to turn everything down then, Razor, compared to what you normally have us on? Fine for you, Des. Anybody else had to change anything? Can I just say good morning to everybody? Cheetoy, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Actually, technically, you weren't first. Chio was, mate. Chio, thank you for the bits as well. I noticed Chio was actually just a fraction before you were, Cheetoy, in chat. Good morning, Razor. How you doing? Good morning, Smetano. Good morning, Cena. Good morning, Hey Wasta. Good morning, Knifey Boy. How you doing, Broski? Good morning, Mr. Mojo. Good morning, Jelly Pop. Who else we've got? Cinnamon. We'll have to wait until the zombies start growling. Yeah, I mean that will have to turn. I still think I've turned it up too much. Still think I've turned it up too much. Did you try to turn it off and off again a couple of times last Lurie? Yeah, it can't be. Nothing else has changed, Shades. The only thing that has changed is for some reason the in-game sounds. But why would that be? Don't get any sleep, we won't go there, Pixie. I was supposed to get some sleep. Yo, ladies and gentlemen. See, I'm looking at that. That is exactly the right level for the desktop audio. I think I'm peaking a little bit more than I am, but that's because I'm literally like right next to the microphone at the minute, to be honest, guys. Like sort of right next to it. You can probably hear me sound different if I do that, right? How you doing, Mr. James? How you doing, Broski Beats? Wonder where the audio settings are for things like, how would you turn the microphone up or down? So for example, if you go to audio, mic. It used to be able to boost audio, didn't it? Advanced audio properties perhaps, no? Oh, that's weird. That is a little bit weird, actually. Why have I got multiple tracks? Let's just turn off. Why have I got everything running on multiple tracks? I don't need everything running on multiple tracks, do I? I just want everything running on track 1. Why is that all changed? Close that. That's just really weird. Boom! Yeah, I'm peaking too much, aren't I? Can you see the peak? Mic audio. God, I hate this. I hate it. Compressor, noise gate, compressor ratio. Output gain is 0. Threshold minus 18. Remember minus 18. Let's drop that down to... What did I just say? Minus 18, yeah? We're playing with things. Boom. Hello. 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 Is that better? Am I not peaking as much there? Let me just test that again. Come on, little red bars. Bugger off. Filters. Oh my god, I hate playing with things live on stream. I hate sound, guys. I hate sound. Compressor. I said minus 18, did I? I'm going to go all the way down to minus 21. Close. Boom! Ah! No, it's still peaking a lot, isn't it? Have you seen my Steam adventure yesterday? 2 months of entertainment. I did actually, Smen. Yeah. I did, mate. Who the hell's T-Cal? T-Cal? Who's T-Cal? Good morning, Kritark. Good morning, everybody. James, are you drunk? Why? What did James say? I didn't even see James. Has he said anything? Feel bad now because you got some great news from the Grand Lord yesterday. Oh my god. Do the wiggle, man. God damn it. You got some great news from the granddaughter yesterday. She called me first because I was the one who took out a $60,000 loan for her college. She has one more year, but has gotten a couple of TV stations. Oh my god, that is so loud. Oh, Lady Elvira, that's so cool. Oh, that is really cool, mate. Oh, congratulations to all of you. Let me just come back out, guys, because there is no way that audio is right. That is deafening. Absolutely deafening. There we go. Maybe that will work a bit better. God, I'm so sorry about this, everybody. I wonder why audio's changed. Why would audio change? Playback. Properties. Advanced. Generals, levels, that's all maxed out, okay. Properties. Working, recording, microphone, properties. God almighty. No, I thought someone said James Paloa, not you, mate. No, I'm not saying, I don't know it's you, dude. I thought someone said James. You said James, are you drunk? So I thought James was in chat, Paloa. Did I say James when the music came on? Oh, did I, Paloa? I'm sorry, mate. That's my fault. I do apologise, sir. Sorry, James Paloa. Maybe that's your name, mate. Maybe that is your name. Maybe it's Jim Paloa. I don't know, bro. How's Belgium this morning, bro? I don't know. I think you're the only one who can see here any problems. No, mate, it can't be. It can't be. I know my shit, dude. I'm still not sure whether I should actually turn up that compressor just a fraction more. I'm definitely peaking just on occasion. But I don't really like playing about with let me whack that up to 23. Boom. Ding ling 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 loo. That shouldn't be popping your ears now. But I'm not sure if that means I'm going to be loud. Oh, hello, Grubby. Oh, there's no peeking there. There's no peeking. You shouldn't be getting any weird shenanigans going on. Does that sound okay? So that sounds too loud to me. There is no way. That is just too loud. Hang on a sec. Fire your gun again for us, Mojo. Fire your gun again, dude. Shoot your gun, bro. Shoot your gun. Shoot your load for me, look, Mojo. Shoot it right at me. Shoot it right near my face for me, bro. You shoot that load like you mean it. That's too loud, isn't it? That's way too loud, bro. Way too loud. Hello, Mr. Mojo. Isn't it lovely being on a professional stream like this? I'm going to drop it right back to where we were. I'm starting to think that you were right, mate. Maybe everything was all right. Guys, shoot it. Shoot me, mate. Well, no, don't actually shoot me, dude. Shoot right near me. Always professional. I take a lot of pride in this stream, I'll have you know, Mojo. I like to get it right, dude. Do it for me, mate. Do it for me. Do it, Mojo. Does that sound better, guys? Does that sound a bit more... What about that, Chio? Did that sound any better, mate? Mickey, you still hear it? At least I can spell professional. Your son's name is James. It is, actually. It is, isn't it? Yeah. And I could never be James. I have too much beard. Can I just say, can we all get a massive congrats out to Lady Elvira? That's absolutely fantastic, mate. That's really cool. Good morning, Pixie. I can't believe you had to take out a $60,000 load. That is so much money, mate. Who the hell is Tikal anyway? Sounds like some sort of a tea, like Earl Grey. I'll have a nice cup of Tikal, please. Wu-Tang Clan's Method Man is named Tikal or something along those lines, is he? He was so afraid she wouldn't get to go since she's only had a couple of small scholarships and couldn't let her not go for the dream. Oh, well done, mate. I bet you're ever so proud, aren't you, Lady Elvira? Are you doing anything to celebrate, or are you just going to wait until... Oh god, now I'm going really slow where I feel like the server's gone all jerky now, Mojo. Oh my god, I hate PC game. You know what? Sod it, I'm selling the lot. I'm selling the lot, Mojo. It ain't worth the hassle, mate. I'm just going to literally, let's just cancel the stream. Anybody live near me? Let's all go into town, right? Let's go and buy an Xbox One X. Why is the stream so jerky, dude? It's not the stream. Trust me, that's the game. Everything's like on a go slow or something. Maybe it's just because I've got a broken leg. It could be. Nah, that's all jerky. Look, that's proper jerky, mate. That's like proper jerky. Oh my god, I hate PC gaming. I literally detest PC gaming. It is so pointless. There's just no reason to play on PC anymore. What's it sound like to you now, Serenity? Does that sound better to you, mate? Because you reckoned that everything was really out, didn't you? I can now at least hear the background stuff. Like the birds sort of whispering and things, which I couldn't a minute ago, so that was kind of weird. Now I've got this mega stutter going now, which I have a horrible feeling that has happened because I've just if I change any settings in this game, it kind of warps things really horribly because of all my reshade and everything. So it's really, really dangerous to tinker with settings, which is why when people are always asking about what we're running at, I'm very reluctant to come out of it. And obviously I've just gone into, I've just changed the audio settings twice. So. Is that too loud when I knock the door down now, guys? It is, isn't it? I bet you can't hear me, can you? Oh no, the stream rig's okay, Plower. No, again, you see, this is a classic example, right, of somebody totally not knowing what they're talking about. So I'm gonna abuse you now, Plower. I said PC gaming was a sack of shit. I didn't say anything about the stream rig and streaming, did I? Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? You see where you fucked up there, bro? Yeah, you see? Twisting people's words, manipulation of things that people have said. This is why social media is in a mess. No one thinks before they type, you see. All okay there, even when I'm smashing the doors. Really? It sounds quite loud to me, lads. No, the stream rig's fine. The stream rig is a good investment. Well, I hope it's going to be a good investment. I hope you all enjoy it. I tried to watch back. I found I got a problem with Chrome yesterday. Stutter on Chrome, but I managed to fix that as well. So I think it's chilling out a little bit now, isn't it? Well, we'll let it run for an hour. We always know that on boot up, these servers for some reason don't play as well as they do later on, which it's never made any sense to me. That like no sense at all. But no, it's not all the same, is it, Mr. Plower? Let's think about it. Let's not be a donkey penis. How is James, mate? Did he have a nice weekend? Look at that, two ninja bikes parked outside the Cracker Book. I want you to all be brutally honest because I've fiddled settings now. I want to know if I sound any weirder or if things don't sound right. You be honest with Uncle Grum, alright? If you don't like it, you tell me, yeah? You tell me. You tell me straight. No pussyfooting around, alright? You say, Grum, that looks like shit, mate. You just tell me, alright? Can you give me a hug after as well? You put your house up to get it, so you're thankful it worked out. I suppose you as a parent, Lady Elvira, you have the utmost faith in your children, right? To do that right. Why have I just peeked again? That is really weird. That is really, really strange. I don't get that. I'm seeing peeking on the microphone, which to be honest, maybe it's always done it, and maybe I'm just getting a little bit anally retentive over such things. But does it sound like I'm getting distorted at times? Am I making a particular type of noise? Squeak! Bish bash bosh. Oh, bish bash bosh. Oh, maybe it's the bees. The bish bash boshes. It could be the boshes. The bish bash bosh. The bish bash bosh and the ding dang do. Ding dang do, me lord. This is what I do before the stream. Vocal exercises, you see. such an absolute professional. You know what I really do? I sort of cough and splutter a bit normally. That's about as much as you get out of me. It's the bro. You're right, mates. You're right. Oh, it's been a cracking time in Birmingham. Like, oh, I tell you what, I won't be bappy. Like, oh, it's cracking, mate. Oh, I do like the Birmingham accent. I'm from Birmingham myself. Like, how you doing, Chuck? You right, lad? It'd be great if the stream was like this all the time, wouldn't it? Hey, don't you think so? I sound like a bit like a yam yam from Wolverhampton. Like, this is what I really sound like, you know. I've turned off the voice thing. It's cracking in it. that is what my brother sounds like. I shit you not. That is exactly what my bro sounds like. In fact, that was my brother. I just put him on the microphone for a minute. Thank you, Clavin. Thank you very much for the bits, bro. You knew he was a yam yam. I think it was a bit of a twang of Dudley in there, to be quite honest with you. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about it. I'm still seeing peaking on the microphone. We're gonna run to. All on that day. All on that day. There's no bloody rocks, mate. You'll have to have a breeze block. A breeze block. Oh yeah, you can have a pebble. Sorry, Sadie. Sorry, mate. How are you, bro? I'm pretty sure in very sort of semi-deep sleep that I had yesterday for not a particularly lengthy amount of time, mate. I'm pretty sure I had a dream about your lamp, mate. I was going to type it out in Discord, but then I had a problem with my bike and it all went horribly wrong. I'm also out of arrows. Oh, that's not good, is it? Yeah, I think I had a dream about your lamp, but your lamp was actually a spaceship. That's all I can tell you, mate. I'm pretty convinced it had something to do with your lamp, though. That's the only thing I can tell you. It involved me, a spaceship, a lot of sparkly lights, and I think something to do with an aquatic creature, because I'm fairly certain I was having some sort of ark reminiscence or something like that, mate. So, your lamp has actually become a part of my subconscious, apparently. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I think your lamp was basically like a spaceship submarine somewhere, bro. There's a claim to fame. Grum had a dream about you. I have a lot of dreams about some of you, not to tell you. Well, I say dream, read nightmare, actually. But, you know, let's not go there. I'm going to drink my coffee up there and play about with sound settings. Let's get out of there. Unsubbed. You know, I tell you what, I'd be cracking, wouldn't it? Imagine if I streamed like that, if that actually was my accent. Do you reckon we could put in some extra viewers? You know, like, oh, he sounds interesting. Where are you from, mate? You're at your sister's and she's getting a bathroom too. How's Casper, mate? Is he alright? Looking at the lamp and probably LSD flashbacks. I swear, I didn't really put two and two together at the time, but I know I was on Discord this morning, mate, and I was scrolling up to see if I'd missed anything, and I saw your lamp glowing, and I thought, that is eerily familiar. I think what it was some sort of underwater-esque dream, some sort of Grum escapade, and I'm sure it was something like arc-related, that kind of thing. You know how wishy-washy dreams are. And I think it was either a vessel that I was in, or some sort of... you know that phosphorescent algae sort of that you get in the ocean, and I think your lamp must have somehow instigated some kind of cheers, Mojo. Some sort of I don't know, some weird trigger within the dream, mate. It's not often I remember my dreams either. I normally wake up and can't remember anything. You're right, Rocking Eagle. You're right, mate. You're right, Rocking Eagle. How you doing, mate? I better start doing that just in case I actually do slip back into permanent brummy. You never know, I could break myself. Right, I was had to move out, has he? But I know, I'll tell you what. You know what? I did actually. I thought I'd see if I could call you out. No word of a lie, Serdy. I did actually go to the Argos website over the weekend to see if I could find the same lamp for like 20 quid. And no, you can't. What you can find is some really shit lamps for about 120 quid, mate. So no, I think that's that. I'll tell you what. I have to be honest, Serdy. When I first saw it, I actually assumed that the bottom lit up, but I assumed the bottom lit up only when it was on. The fact that you can toggle off the primary light source and still have the ambient glass LEDs, that is a winner, mate. That is, I tell you what, bro. I've not often spoken about lamps, alright? I'd just like to point that out. I like your lamp, sir. It's the best lamp I've ever seen. There you go. That's it. Seal of approval, mate. Categorically the best lamp I've ever seen, mate. If you did, I would have gone. I did look, Serdy, honestly. There's like the most expensive one in Argos is like a blue vase with like some sort of like, I don't know, white flower print on it. And then you've got those habitat ones like made out of a bit of balsa wood for about 100 quid, mate. I love a bit of lamp cedar. Good. I'm sorry if I've missed anybody. It's been a bit of a rocky morning on stream, hasn't it? You're right, Freddie. How you doing? I'm just going to drink my coffee, guys. God damn it. It's a good job we're not professional, isn't it? It's terrible. Code Carnage wouldn't have to put up with this, would he? The bottom actually has a bulb in it, but the effect is the glass. Oh, so I actually thought it might actually be LED strips embedded in the glass or something. I mean, either way, I mean, you know, that doesn't matter how the tech's in there. It looks beautiful, dude. What's this, mate? Antibiotics. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Oh, thank you very much, sir. That's because we're streaming in 900p, you see? You know, crisp, clear resolution, and Mojo could tell what I'd got down at the bottom. Just like to point that out, you know? Pro streamer and all that. I'll tell you, I've got a bedside lamp, but that was from Wix, and that was a set of 2 for $2.99, mate. In fact, I actually think the light bulbs are worth more than the lamp, if I was to be honest, because they're those energy-saving ones. In fact, they were. The bulbs were more expensive than the lamps. Both lamps put together. Interesting. Mojo, I don't even know why I'm here, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home, Mojo. I'm gonna go and get some arrows. Well, hang on, actually, maybe I could get some arrows around here. Is there a burnt biome or anything? I'm gonna go look for some feathers, bro. Oh! Dicks and knickers, dicks and knickers, dicks and knickers. You won't be on for long, Mojo. Okay, mate. Okay. So I'm just going to try something with the microphone again, because I actually don't know if... Can everyone in chat please remember 818?
So, how's that leg doing?
Great.
It's really important you remember 18.
Try putting some weight on it.
Sure.
Game.
Yes.
Have I got any game running on this?
That's good. That feels good. Very strong.
Sorry, Thunder. I gotta put you down.
Let me just turn this right like crazy right down. Close it. Hello. Oh wow, that makes a massive difference. Oh wow, that's a huge difference. Oh god, what if I I think I've broken something. Oh dear. Oh my god, what have I done? Let's try. We're on. Oh what? Oh god! Stop playing! Oh my god! This thing's flashing on my screen, mate. Well, I'm pretty sure that's. Oh my god! You still hear me? A ding dang do and a bish bash bosh, my lord. I can still peek. It still peaks. Why does it still peak? It's really annoying. Hello. Is that if I talk like that? Does that sound about right? Bish bash bosh ding dang do. Sounds okay, yeah. We all right? Hello. Not sure. I'd like it when I go, ah! It does. That didn't work. When I do that, it doesn't hurt your ears. I shouldn't really do that without telling you I'm about to do it, should I? There's so many things with streaming. It's such a complicated world, honestly. 33, close. Let's try that. Boom! Shakalak! Shakalak a whack a whack shakalak! Oh my god, can you still hear me alright? That should start. I should be able to shout quite loud now and it won't mess anything up, but.
Hello?
Does that sound alright still? Boom! So you should still hear it, but it shouldn't like wreck your speakers now. Does that make sense? You'll have to let me know. I'm sort of bang in the middle of like the bit where I think I'm supposed to be. I think I am anyway. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Oh my god, dude, Major, I'm being attacked. I've got no feathers, bro. What a knobber. There you go. Oh my god, there's another one, dude. Oh my god, there's millions of them, bro. Millions of them. Oh, what the hell am I doing? Oh my god, it's all going. What the hell, bro? I didn't even mean to do that. That's a bit better than yesterday, wasn't it? Just it took me 3.5 hours to kill that yesterday. I've forgotten the reload button. Forgot how to play the game now. The meter between the microphone output, not the stream output. What are you on about? No. I can assure you it isn't, Razor. I do know what my audio meters are looking at, bro. I do know what the stream output is, mate. Believe I have streamed before, Razor. Trust me on this, bro. My voice actually sounds like I'm talking across the room. What does it sound different to what it was a minute ago? Then, Cedar. Voice is softer compared to everything, so it has actually made quite a lot of difference. Then, yeah. I thought I'm looking at it now, and it does look like quite a lot of difference. I must admit. It's interesting, isn't it, how something as simple as that can can actually change. So if I put it back to, I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. So if I change it to, I don't know, what do you reckon? What we said we were on originally about 18, weren't we? I'd like to play that back later, you see. So that should that should sound a little bit more like how I normally sound like. Does that sound? That should sound more like the old Grum, if that makes sense. Throw that back in there. So sometimes it's nice to have I'm just making a note. How long? 40. If I say 42 minutes, I can go back and have a listen to that later. Yeah, that's pretty much like how we've always had it, to be honest, guys. You shouldn't have any issues with that. I kind of like it. I like it a lot, sir. It's very nice, like at that sort of level. So it's amazing how like very small tweaks to sound settings can have, because it's interesting, because to me, when you say across a room, that's not how I would have described what I think is happening there. So it'd be very interesting for me to go back and listen to that and get a gauge for, how you describe a variation in sound. To me, it would have. To me, I probably would have. The way I see that when I change that compressor. Almost, I don't know, how would I describe it? Rather than distanced, I think someone in chat just said soft. So yeah, like a softer sound, maybe more than a distant sound. Does that make sense? Right, and where are we? I've only got this, haven't I? Got a few arrows. We've got a few arrows. Oh, look at that dude down there. Let's see if we can get him. What have you been up to, Razor? I dropped Jax a message on Discord, by the way, about Extinction. We had somebody chat yesterday, didn't we, talking about Extinction, which is kind of the. I think the way it was described to us, it was Ravenhurst. Obviously, I'm going to assume it still keeps quite a lot of the Ravenhurst core code, but it's more about. How can I put it? It removes the building element. They've gone for a more, what did they describe it as? A more kind of Walking Dead style mod, I think was the suggestion. Kind of like you have to barricade and use already existing buildings and things like that. So I did just drop him a quick query as to whether or not they were going ahead to release it prior to Alpha 17 coming out. Have you figured out why your Steam controller performs mouse scroll on right click? It doesn't perform mouse scroll on right click. The reason it scrolls is this. So that I can fast change. And what's happening is occasionally I am touching my left haptic, mate. See, I can do that like insanely fast. Or I can do this. Yeah, it's nothing to do with right click, bro. That's why it does it. But I don't understand why it does it when I'm fast clicking. But that's not right click. That's when I'm doing this. I can only assume when I use something, my finger must be brushing along. Oh god. Yeah, it must be brushing along the left haptic, mate. So I guess in a moment of panic, for some reason, my left thumb must be near my right haptic. That's the only thing I can think of, Sman. If that makes sense. Can someone tell me when Grum talks next he's still soft? I'm not. I'm exactly the sounds are exactly the same as we've always streamed that, mate. Nothing's changed, dude. We're exactly where we started the stream, mate. There's no difference at all, mate. So I can only put that down to see like that. You see that lens panel? You see that? After I used it and it rolled through. Does that make sense? So I clicked the bandage and it kind of scrolled off a little bit. Is Freddy trolling me, or is anybody else? Yeah, same thing there, man. I can almost repeat it, mate. Almost. but not guaranteed. I think it's I think what happens is you get so used to a controller configuration with a Steam controller that what ends up happening, mate, is that you end up going so fast with it that it ends up counting multiple inputs because it can. I mean, to be fair to the Steam controller, it's pretty amazing. I can actually press like 6 simultaneous buttons on it, and they'll all kind of register. And I think sometimes, you know, it's almost the equivalent of like shift clicking or tab clicking. Does that make sense, Metanol? Is Freddy? Has anybody else noticed any difference, or was Freddy just trolling me about the sound? And everybody think that we sound exactly the same as we always have done? Let me just double check for you, Freddy. Make sure I didn't actually bop anything. Yeah, everything's exactly the same. Nothing has changed, mate. Nothing at all, bro. Everything sound okay to everybody else? Yeah, there shouldn't be any difference at all, Freddy. Are you sure you haven't like adjusted your sound settings while we've been faffing about trying to compensate or something? So not soft, definitely distant. That's that. I'm looking forward to listening to that back, actually, Cedar. That would be really. I'm quite fascinated by sound. So sound is the one area that I know very little about. For example, I don't have the vocabulary to even. Oh, Jesus balls! What was that? Oh my God! There's a lady. Pro shooting today, Pixie. Yeah, it's very hard, isn't it, to talk about sound. Whereas I've got quite an extensive vocabulary when it comes to visual, video, when it comes to gaming, for example. Yeah, I kind of know my way around a fair bit on the visual side. But when it comes to sound, I wouldn't even, you know, when you say soft and distant, muffled, muted, you know, there's a huge vocabulary to describe ranges of sound, isn't there? And I don't know any of it. So I've always struggled, and the fact that I'm very tone deaf makes it even more difficult. And the problem you've got as well, because I run completely independent sound, which is something I always said that I had to do if I was going to take this sort of semi-seriously, was my sound is utterly independent to your sound, and that's really important for me, because I need to be able to tweak it so you guys and girls can get the best quality sound. But for example, I actually like it a lot lower than you would. Because I find it really hard to talk or concentrate and multitask if I've got like loud audio hitting me. So there's no point in me having it so low that I can talk and feel comfortable, where you know, to the point where you can hardly hear anything. It's why on occasion you will be like, how did he not know that was there? From footprints or footsteps in a game, and it's actually because I haven't got the sound that loud. I have got I am blessed with very good hearing, so. That actually makes it even worse, because in order for you to be able to hear what you need to be able to hear, it would be deafening for me. It would be absolutely deafening for me. Freddy, never troll you. So any is it all right now, Freddy, or not? But to be honest about that, it's really hard to avoid it, dude. It is actually really hard. Like I said, I think the problem is that you get so used to dancing around on it that so sometimes you'll notice when I nerd poll in say a particularly tense moment, Smirnoff, I actually take a lot longer than you'd think it would, because I am literally on the right hand side. There's like an under button on the Steam controller. I'm sure you've seen a normal controller. You've got all the buttons on the top, haven't you? You've got a couple of triggers and a couple of shoulder buttons. Well, on the Steam controller and, say, the Xbox Elite controller, you've got paddles underneath. And it's exactly where you grip it. And what happens is, in a tense moment, you grip the controller because you're tense. And what happens is that can mean that I'll end up rotating through these. So I actually have to almost let go of the controller and relax consciously, even though I'm in quite a stressful sort of, you know, I mean, obviously not, I'm saying stressful in a video game, you know what I mean? You get the point. So yeah, it's weird. I like the Steam controller. It's I wouldn't be streaming PC games if I didn't have it, mate. I'll tell you that for a fact. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Even if it's just an opportunity. I mean, honestly, you can get these things so cheap now as well. Even if you just pick it up as a, you know, as a PC enthusiast, just to have a tinker. You know, to see what all the fuss has been about. I mean, honestly, if they could bring the Steam controller across to consoles, it would change console games literally overnight. Especially for things like point and click games like Stardew Valley, those little micromanagement games, which is all mouse dependent. This thing is perfect. I've played real-time strategy style games and RPGs such as Divinity Original Sin, which is all you never even need your hand on the keyboard. Everything's done through the mouse. And I've played those on the Steam controller, and you know, I mean, Serenity, if you're still in chat, mate, I know for a fact yourself, you know, on the PlayStation 4, when you've got to move this to here, it's kind of like click and then drag slowly over, and it's quite cumbersome with dual analog sticks. Whereas, you know, the Steam controller, it's just as fast, if not, you know, on par with a mouse. It would be brilliant for consoles to get you know, they need to innovate, you know, they really do. But the problem is, people don't like change, do they? They really don't. And you've only got to look at the reviews of the Steam controller. People that have picked it up and just dropped it within hours. And I can't be a hypocrite. I did. I bought the Steam controller and I said, that's it. That's an absolute sack of balls, mate. There's no way anybody can use that. The whole thing doesn't make sense. And it was only because I was frustrated, buyer's remorse, that I hadn't given it more than a couple of hours playtime, that I went back. And when the penny dropped, oh my God, did the penny drop hard. But the console players that are used to dual analogs, you know, that's what games have been for years and years and years now. I mean, I really do hope they go down the route of paddles on the bottom. The paddles on the Xbox Elite, oh mate. So see, if you're doing this, you're using the right analog stick, or in this case, the right haptic pad. So if I want to reload in this, I use an under paddle, so I can do this while I'm reloading. Like, I can do both simultaneously. On a normal Xbox or PlayStation 4, the reload button is typically something like the B button. So you literally have to take your thumb off the analog stick to press the button. So you've just lost control of visual movement. And that's why a lot of people play claw. So they can actually use the stick and still press face buttons. But my God, that is a nightmare way to play. I hate the claw. I never got on with it. Makes my hands cramp up too fast. I won't mention who, but there's someone in my family who plays claw, and it looks like the most uncomfortable way of playing ever. But it means they do have a distinct advantage over a non-claw player, especially in games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, like a distinct advantage. You right, Yola Fab? How you doing, bro? To me, it still seems a little distance. That's strange, because nothing's changed now, dude. In fact, weirdly, Freddy, I'm actually closer to the microphone now than I have been probably for the last 4 or 5 streams. My back's not too bad today, so. $100 for a Steam controller? No, it's nowhere near that, mate. Unless that's because it's a regional exorbitant cost where you live. Christ, they've virtually given this thing away on Steam, along with, what's it called, the Steam Link? What like something like about $8 or something like that for both of them, like something ludicrous at one point. There's no way it should be $100 for a Steam controller. Like I said, you can get that and the Steam Link for $10 here and there, mate, on sale. I don't know where that is, bro. Yeah, paddle the arse end of it, Serdy. Absolutely, bro. Used to play Guitar Hero a lot. Now you can't because I believe it's on the bloody game. Oh, the game gave you repetitive strain injury. What, really? What, seriously, mate? That's awful, dude. Jeez. Steam Link was actually £2 over Christmas. Yeah, I know a couple of you messaged me over. I can't remember which sale it was. Saying, and I tell you what, I really regret not getting a backup Steam controller now. But money was quite tight, so it wasn't a compulsory purchase. But my haptics are very, very smooth now. When you first buy a Steam controller, the haptics got a bit of a texture to it. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure whether actually having it smoother is better. I'm really not sure. I think I'd struggle to go back to a brand new Steam controller. I'll get that in a little bit, actually, guys. Yeah, that's strange, Freddy. I wonder if it's just because one of those strange kind of placebo effects that because we've been changing audio on and off for a little bit throughout the morning, that you suddenly feel like something's changed. Because like I said, there's nothing actually different. Like we're straight back to default settings. In fact, the only thing I've changed, I have turned the game audio up just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. A wee smidgen, sir. You got the Steam controller and the Steam Link for $20, which would probably equate to about 16 to 17 pound over here. I mean, that's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, like I said, it's basically giving the bloody stuff away, isn't it? Last week it was actually €54 for the Steam controller. You wanted to get it, but you can't afford it. Just wait for a sale, Yola. That must be what Smetano's just spotted. You know, just an overinflated price. I'm sure it happens like anything else in this day and age. Shall we just... I'm not sure what to do here, guys. Shall we... Because we have got the Higashi Pharmaceutical Tower to do. But I don't really got the arrows for it. I think we should do the drop box, head home, drop everything off and come back. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, €54 for the Steam controller. It's something that I've always found really frustrating. Is flip-flopping of prices. It's been my one criticism of 7 Days to Die in terms of pricing as well. It's really hard, you know, when someone comes into the stream and says, you know, Grum, what do you think of the game? And I sort of give an honest opinion of it. I say, oh, okay, right, I tell you what, you've convinced me, I'm going to go and buy it. And the first thing I say is, like, just be careful where you buy it from. See, this game, we all know, is absolutely worth whatever they ask for it. For those of us that like it. You know, any game that you like is worth the cost of entry. And the cost of entry of this game, I think, has maximum has only ever been £20 in the UK, 19.99, I do believe. I don't know what the stereotypical price is these days, but it is so often on sale for around the £5 to £7 mark, and that's on Steam. You know, loads of times we've seen it for around the £7 mark. So it's really hard to say to somebody like, look, it's £20 today. It's definitely worth it, but just wait a couple of days. It'll probably pop back up for £7. Or jump onto Kinguin. Now, I hate saying that because it feels like we're taking money away from the fun pimps, so that's the last thing I want to do. But the simple fact of the matter is it's the fun pimps that set the price. So if the fun pimps are regularly dropping the Steam price down to that sort of, you know, sub £10, then they obviously themselves are quite happy to take £10 for the game. So why would we want to sell it for 20? It's a tricky one, isn't it? On one hand, you want to support them. On the other hand, you don't want people to pay more than what the fun pimps seem to think is going around. I much prefer it when games like RimWorld just keep a set price. You know, have a set price and maybe once or twice a year in the big Steam sales, put it up for a bit of a discount. But not a stupid discount. You know, we're not talking about 90% off or anything. And then there's no buyer's remorse, is it? And there's nothing worse, is there, than buying something, going down the pub and showing your mate, check out this, I just bought the new phone, or I just, you know, check this out for my car, my new car stereo, and it's like, oh yeah, I bought the same one last week, how much did you pay for it? And it turns out, you know, you paid twice the price as somebody else. It's just not a good way of doing business, is it? It sets a bad tone for future games. Just be consistent. You know, if you put out a game and you think your game is worth £15, keep it at £15. You know, maybe at Christmas, you know, or Halloween if it's a horror game, drop it by 25%. But other than that, keep it consistent. And I like that. It shows you've got faith in your product as well. See you in a bit, Mojo. Have a lovely day, dude. If we don't catch you later, mate. Nice to see you, bro. Actually, I can take those and convert those into a little bit of aloe clean, can't I? Should we go and do a little bit of building? Because we have got... Where's that cloth just gone? Cloth. Aloe cream, roasted goose, first aid bandage. Lovely jubbly. Right, let's see what we've got. Let's go home and let's take... What should we take? That was for James, wasn't it? So let's take eggs, honey, duct tape, antibiotics, first aid, bit of fuel, jaws, brass, bullet casings, yes. Any duct tape? No. Plastics, glue, yes. Anything else in there that you think? Hunting rifle. I'm not really using the hunting rifle, am Lead. Don't really care about lead. Nah, that'll do. That'll do us. It's a long bloody way home though, isn't it, if I remember correctly? So we want to head back up through... We almost want to head up to there, don't we? So I need to go through this town, so northwest to get over the bridge. Then we must have parked the bikes down near the tower, I guess. There's a Steam Link app on your new TV, but not set it up yet. Oh wow! The only thing I've heard about Steam Link is that it's a bit dodgy Wi-Fi, mate. Now I don't know whether that app's going to make any difference. Who knows? But from what I understand, the Steam Link is really, it's almost necessary to have it hardwired. Now, obviously, we don't really know just how robust people's Wi-Fi setups are. So I suppose it's going to be different for everybody, to be fair. But that's the only thing I've heard about the Steam Link, is that unless it's hardwired, it's not the best experience. But you'll have to let us know how you get on with it, Serdy. Did I give the stash a number? 13, Lady Elvira. 13, mate. You think? Yeah, I think it's because the voice was higher for a little while and I liked it that way. Nothing wrong with it now except your own personal... What do you mean the voice was higher? No, like I said, Freddie, nothing's changed, dude. Did you mean when I was doing the Birmingham accent? is that what you mean? Or am I getting confused, bro? Plastics.
Grum, it is Horde Night. Are you prepared?
Is it?
Are you ready, sir?
No.
Time
is
to
it
fish,
really?
bash, bosh,
God,
and strudel ya doodle back to base camp.
Wow, you super trooper, you. You super trooper. Louder. It wasn't any louder, Freddy. That's what I'm saying, mate. All we did was actually lower it. At no point in today's stream. Literally, that's what I'm saying, Freddy. It must be just you've mentally now got something in your head, dude. At no point in today's stream have we ever been louder than we've streamed for the last 3 years, mate. All we did was whack just a compressor on, and that was me pissing about, because basically I'd like to know what that compressor's like live, dude. In fact, the only thing that's different now on the stream is that the game sound is just a little bit louder than it normally is, mate. My voice at no point today has been any louder, apart from me talking louder, dude. I think it's one of those weird things when it comes to audio, mate. In fact, I'd go for us to say that we are still evidently having a little bit of peaking going on, to be honest, dude. It's directly up there. Oh, northwest. I'm going northeast, that's why. Just keep an eye on it for a sale, Smernal. Just keep an eye. When's the next sale going to be? Good morning. I was going to call you Lady Nina then, Nina. Lady Nina? What's that all about? How's Mara, mate? Is she all settled back in? $30, man. $30. Yeah, just keep an eye on it. Like someone's just said. I mean, €50+ for the Steam controller is crazy, mate. I mean, that's ludicrous. Although, again, to be fair, it's more than worth it. I mean, I would, if that was the going rate and that's the only price I could get it for, I would happily pay €50 for another Steam controller if this one was to break, because it's the only thing that keeps me playing PC games. If the Steam controller and I couldn't have it and they dropped it, and I tell you what, if they stopped manufacturing the Steam controller, they have to tell me. Please tell me, because I will literally buy at least 2. Because once that is no more, I won't PC game. I just won't be able to. The only reason I'll have to have PC games is if I'm playing controller enabled at concept. So Ubisoft games like Assassin's Creed, which play better on a controller, end of story. But for shooters and things, no chance, mate. And this would be classed as a shooter for me. I just could not play this with a controller, and there's no way I will ever go back to mouse and keyboard. I just won't. Good morning, Evil. Hey, Keys tomorrow, isn't it, mate? Is it tomorrow? Evil and Miss Z-Star are moving into their new house. They're beautifully renovated. Well, you're getting the keys, I should say. You're not actually moving in just yet, are you, mate? Good luck tomorrow, mate. I hope it all goes smoothly. I'm sure it will. You don't hear any peeking. Yeah, it's only now and again, Sadie. Just every now and again, dude. It's very rare. There must just be a particular decibel range that, for some reason, I'm not even aware of what it is, mate. There must be something I say or the way I roll out on a particular S or something that just causes like a minor peak. Very minor, they did. Very minor. Daz, I couldn't agree more. Daz, honestly, mate, I'm very frustrated with Valve because actually, I think it was actually, it might have been the year before last. The big Valve sort of conference and shareholder info and all the rest of it, where, or whatever it was, I can't remember what it was actually. It wasn't that, was it? Wasn't it one of the expos? And they actually said there was a revision for the Steam controller due out. And all they were doing was basically improving on the current build. So read probably something to do with ergonomics. And they had assured all the developers they were liaising with that there were going to be no additional inputs or removal of inputs. In other words, it would remain 100% compatible with all existing games and all games currently in development. And that's what they were trying to say. So they were saying, like, look, don't worry. We have got a revision coming, but no reason to, change anything. Don't worry. All we're doing is improving on something we've already created. We're not going to suddenly stick 3 new buttons on it or remove 2 rear buttons or anything like that. And we haven't heard a dicky bird since then, bro. But yes, if they made a premium... The weird thing is, the Steam controller is actually one of the most robust controllers I've ever had. This thing's been through quite a lot, to be honest. And it's very, very durable. Very durable. But it doesn't feel durable. It actually feels horrendously cheap. Anybody who owns a Steam controller will know the first time you took it out of the box, you thought, oh my god, what the hell? It literally feels like a little cheap plastic Kinder Surprise toy almost. Now, if they were to bang out, mechanical keys, something along the lines of the Xbox Elite style controller, it'd be day one for me, mate. I'd rather go without games for 6 months and afford a really robust Steam controller because it adds so much to my comfort playing video games. I wouldn't even hesitate. It's free money from me. There was actually a survey done recently. We'll have to see if we can bring it up in Discord. They analysed the amount of controller users were on using Steam. And because they now have literally direct support for PlayStation 4 controllers and DualShock and Xbox One controllers and the Steam controller, it was really quite interesting to see. It was actually a surprisingly large amount of people actually do use Steam controllers. I was genuinely surprised. And a huge amount of people have started using their PlayStation 4 DualShock controllers as well, which again was a very big surprise because most PC owners have always used Xbox One or Xbox 360 controllers. Thank you for the follows, Joe, and Get Slapped, bro. Welcome to the channel, mate. You're actually using a virtual private... is that a virtual private, I call it, VPN, to buy Steam games, just Grim, how severe it is. I can't play Don't Starve together because they track location. Is that how sort of like complex it is in Russia, mate? Wow. But you can still get the games, right? You can still get the majority of them, but something like Don't Starve... Why is that? Why is Don't Starve such a standout one? Why do they track that and not others? Seems a strange choice, doesn't it? Maybe it's the damage test. Oh, it was so painful, mate. I really just mullered it, and it was a searing pain in my right testicle, mate. But then it was my tummy. My tummy was in agony all the way home, bro. Oh, it hurt so much. Even when I was back in the house, it felt like I'd been punched in the tummy, dude. My ball's fine. I'm sure it's not. It's probably bruised a little bit, but I'm not about to whip it out my scrotum and have a look, you know what I mean? But yes, it was, it's such a horrible pain. Actually like a really severe stomachache. It's been a long time since I had a testicle injury like that. You prefer the joysticks on the PlayStation 4 over the Xbox pad? Yeah, I think a lot of people actually weirdly like the symmetry of the DualShock 4. I know I do. Even though it actually makes no sense. I shouldn't do. There's a reason the Xbox is built the way it is, and the reason the Steam ergonomically they make more sense. But I actually like the symmetry. I actually am much more focused on my ability to be precise with the DualShock 4. I have no idea why that is, but I like them all. I like all the controllers at present. The DualShock 4 I love because of the touchpad. Essentially in a lot of games it does provide a mouse, a laptop. What do they call them? Mouse pad, mouse tracker. On laptops you get the little rectangle at the bottom in the middle. That acts as a touch-sensitive mouse. The DualShock 4 has that enabled. Plus it's extra buttons in a lot of games as well. So. How you doing, SCR? How's things? Have a nice weekend, bro. Oh, no, really? You had that on Saturday, did you, SCR? It's horrible, isn't it? It's really horrible. Because it's weird, because you've damaged your testicle, but the testicle stops hurting pretty quick. And it was like this horrible aching cramp deep in my stomach. Oh, God, it hurts so much. Trackpad, that's the one. Cheers, Sadie. Trackpad. Yeah, like a mouse trackpad. Really? So you actually prefer the DualShock straight up? That's I know the DualShock has always been, especially the DualShock 3 was always an issue for people with big hands, and I can get that. If you've got really large hands, because the analog sticks are so close. If you're going right on the left and left on the right, and you've got big ass thumbs, you can collide the bloody things. I mean, I'm a tip user. I don't use the ball of my thumb. So many people use ball. I'm a tip user. So I've never struggled with that. I can have the biggest thumbs in the world, like bloody toes, and it still wouldn't affect me, because I'm tips, not balls. It's actually quite interesting, controller usage. It's as involved and as complex in many ways as it. Some people love a heavy controller, some people like a light controller. And it's the same with mice, isn't it? Some people like a really heavy mouse. Some people actually even buy mice that have weights that they can add or remove playing different games. Some people like, very different shapes to their mice. I do the wiggle, man. I do the wiggle, man. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. How many people are on the server for Horde Night? I think I saw Cedar Moon. Mojo's had to dash off, so... because he's probably at work. Oh, hang on. Shit, coffee. Hang on. See, this is another beauty about the Steam controller. I can steer and drive with one hand and drink coffee. I must admit, I'm a big fan of the pinky rest. I didn't realise how much I liked the pinky rest until I had a mouse with a pinky rest, to be honest, Serdi. Well, hang on, pinky rest? Oh, no, not pinky. No, third finger. Sorry. No, I've never had one with an actual pinky rest. Well, that's interesting. I didn't even know you could get those, mate. Yeah, oh, God, hang on, sorry. Yeah, my pinky's off the mouse. Sort of, it's used to grip the side of the mouse. Yeah, there's no. I have a third button. I've got left, right, and then further right. If that makes sense. So I've got a third button on mine. Sorry, that's not pinky now. That's what I've got. I think mine's called an MMO mouse. It's a Logitech. Don't know what it's called. Is it a G600 that I've got? A beautiful mouse. I will never change this. I will be very upset if this ever breaks. The thing is, it never gets used. In fact, this only gets used maybe once or twice a day. To maybe start a game on Steam. To put my Windows password in and to shut it down. So it don't get a lot of use, to be honest. Tell you what I did do when I first bought it, which was something I learned from my previous mouse, because obviously a lot of these things, especially when I buy, I'm kind of cursed. Buy a new mouse and all of a sudden it gets replaced with a new model 2 weeks later. So on my old mouse, is it Teflon? Have they made a Teflon? The Teflon pads? I couldn't buy them for love nor money. So the mouse was completely... it wasn't the last mouse. I had one before it, I think. It was no use to me whatsoever. It was all scratchy and grindy because I couldn't get the replacement pads for it. So as soon as I bought this one, I actually forked out, you know, a little extra expense, but I forked out on 2 extra batches of Teflon pads, and I still haven't needed to open them yet. So get them while they're available, you know what I mean? Prolong. I mean, you never know. The mouse might break and become defunct before I need to switch the pads out. I mean, to me, it's getting a little bit scratchy at the minute. Tips, not balls. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm a tip man, not a ball man. You right, Ebby's killer? How you doing? I was going to say I've just got into PC gaming and now I'm looking at a new mouse. I have no clue what to get. Yeah, the best thing to do, mate, is actually go into. I know it sounds awful, but go into somewhere like PC World. I'm certainly not suggesting you buy from there because of the prices, but actually go into PC World, mate. They sometimes have quite a range of mice that you can just have a little pick up and play with. I used to have a really nice display in the one up near, well, where I used to live actually. It was like a big retail park. And they actually had like a gaming section. It was actually, I was really surprised when I walked in there. They actually sold like the latest graphics cards, all sitting there lined up. A long time since I'd been in PC World. In fact, the only time I'd gone in there was to actually buy some really cheap, what's it called? That data stick, USB memory stick. I think they'd advertised it in one of the local papers, and it was just literally giveaway. It was a loss leader to get you in the store. And I have to say, I was very impressed. A ton of gaming paraphernalia. They'd even got capture cards. You know, the Ava, back then it was the Ava Media capture cards, USB, PCIe, and they'd actually got a big bank of. You know, you go into a mobile phone store, and they have all the mobile phones on like metal tethers, so you can't run away with it. It was like that, but with mice, mate. It was very, very cool. Really nice to see the mice out, get a feel for them, click them, and all the rest of it. I don't know if all stores do that. I'm not sure, but it's a difficult one on mice. They are, you know, you can pick up somebody else's mice to play a video game with it and just be awful, absolutely awful. They become such an extension of your arm, don't they? Even just a minor change in DPI can completely throw you, let alone weights and comfort. And because some people are like flat handers, claw handers, grip handers. There's so many different ways to hold a mouse, aren't there? You're right, Dan Baker. Any public service this game? Well, not as in run by the fun pimps, dude. So there's none actually established and set up by the developers. But there's millions of servers that don't have passwords where you can just log on and join the fun, mate. Is that the one I've got? Is it the G600? Well, I'm sure that's what this thing is, mate. Absolutely love it. I can't remember what I came from. Not sure which way. It was another MMO mouse because I played MMOs, so that's why I had an MMO mouse. It actually did help, but believe it or not. It's one of those weird things. It's not just a gaming gadget advertising shenanigans. You know, MMO mice are actually quite good for MMOs. I'm sure they're quite good for quite a few other games as well. You miss Maplins? Yeah, same here, mate. Same here. I always used to do price comparisons with Maplins. With scan.co.uk. Maplins, although they were ridiculously expensive for the little things, every now and again you could get some really good prices. I actually got my Elgato HD60 from Maplins. It was something ludicrously cheaper. Oh no, hang on. Was that? Oh no, hang on. No, that wasn't that. It was the media card, wasn't it? Who did I buy the HD60 off? I can't remember now. Or did I get that from Maplins? Not sure. But I know Maplins would definitely... Sometimes they just had something in stock at such a ludicrously reduced price. You couldn't really say no to it. And the beauty of Mapley is you just walk into the store and get it as well, don't you? Which is kind of nice. What do you mean, Dragon? Where is this place? Well, I'm not sure what you mean by that, bro. Can you give me a shout out? Of course, can Ryan. How you doing, bro? Ryan Fellows 112 in the house. You right, mate? How you doing, Ryan? The Razor Nog, I think it's called, with 3 interchangeable sides. Looks like a bit of me. That's the one I borrowed from my friend, mate. And I've still got it. That's what's on the stream PC. I think that's the one, mate. It's got the illuminated Razor logo on the back. Remember when my mouse backed up and my mate went on holiday? I've still got his Razor Naga. Shh! Don't remind him. You're looking for one that doesn't do PvP. The best thing I can suggest, Dan Baker, is join a community, get to know the community, and join a sub-server on Twitch or YouTube, perhaps. Or, alternatively, go onto the forums. There's a wonderful wealth of information on the forums. And just ask about, sell yourself a little bit. My name's so-and-so. I'm looking forward to VoiceCom server with, people that like to do this, this, and this. I'm not interested in PvP. And people will literally go out of their way to invite you, mate. 7 Days is a pretty cool place, Dan, for server play. The Logitech G503. Let's have a look, Daxos. Let's see if this is the same one as I've got. I'm sure mine's the G600. Braided cable, right? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I've got. I'll tell you what. Isn't that an awful picture of it, Daxos? That actually makes it look really quite ugly. And it's not at all. It is a really, really nice looking mouse. I mean, I'm looking at mine now all lit up. To be fair, the Razer Naga does look better. It definitely looks better. But the G600, I like it. I like the hump. I like my humped mice. Oh, the 583 is the one with the adjustable weights. I know is it the Rockout mice? They have weights that you can put in and out, don't they? Oh God, sorry, I sort of double swallowed then, Jesus. Oh God, that is good coffee. I need another one, guys. I have to go and get another one. Right, let's go see how we're doing for ammo for Horde Night, and we also want to go and just double check that mosh pit is actually all set up and stable as well, don't we? I suppose. The only side I've got on this is I don't know what it is. It's like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. It's got 12 buttons on it. Ba-doing! Oh, what was that noise then? Did you hear a weird noise then? You tried the Naga and didn't like it too narrow for your hand. It's the exact same width as the G600 did. I've got them both in front of me, mate. In fact, I go as far as to say the Naga's wider. Well, that's weird, Daxos. It's not as humped. I'll tell you, the only difference between these two mice, right, is that the hump is much higher on the Logitech, and the Naga is it's longer in length. Although, having said that, no, it's not. No, it's not actually. That's one of those weird optical. It's a fraction longer. So it's exactly the same width, Daxos. Well, mine are. Unless I've got a special version, right? Exactly the same width. It's even got the same third pinky thing going that the G600's got. Yeah, well, that's the point, isn't it, Daxos? You see, because of the hump, it can actually give an impression of feeling completely different. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you've said that, because it's literally how personal things feel. The G600 has definitely got a much higher hump, and that literally changes the way you hold the mouse, doesn't it? So let me just hold it. Yeah, it's really weird. It's actually really strange, because the way I'm forced to hold the Logitech, actually, you're actually right, mate. You are actually. And yet, physically, they're the same. I mean, how weird is that? How weird is that? Ergonomics, ergonomics. Just the slightest change to how you hold something can give you a completely different feel, can't it? Amazing tech when you think about it. Remember the old days when we used to just literally have a mouse, a Microsoft mouse or a Dell mouse. That was it, with one of those big ass ball bearing things inside it that you could knock people out with. You've got an MMO mouse, but you don't use the buttons as you're ham-fisted. The Naga with a circle of thumb buttons might be better for you. You got the Razer Abyssus. That sounds cool. Before and then went to the G600 and you have to get used to it. The only thing I will knock the G600 for, and it is a shame, and to be honest, even if it did have it, I'm sure it wouldn't actually affect my practical day-to-day use. I mean, like I said, I hardly use it, really. It hasn't got mechanical buttons, and the Razers do have mechanical buttons. Now, there's a difference between a mechanical button and a mechanical button, right? We all know that. All mechanical buttons are not created equal. I'll be the first to admit that. And the Razer mechanicals are not exactly, you know... We're not talking Cherry MX bloody quality here, are we? But it is a shame that Logitech didn't have mechanicals. Even if silent mechanicals would be lovely. No, I don't know if the later versions have, but it'd certainly be something I would expect for the amount of money you're paying these days for these things. Yeah, we were talking about it a couple of weeks back, Sadie. I used to have also... I used to use a mix of... Oh, what were they called? We call them cotton buds over here. Q-tips, I think the Americans call them, don't they? And a wooden toothpick, mate. Wooden toothpick. I used to scratch that gunk out of the little trackers, those little roller trackers, with the toothpick, and then use a tiny little drop of pure alcohol, you know, high alcohol content, you know, 99.9%, with a little Q-tip just to rub over the top of it. You don't really use the buttons just for the comfort. Yeah, that's the most important thing, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing worse than a mouse that doesn't feel comfortable. Especially not if you're using it for extended periods, which, let's be honest, most people do. You either use them all day long at work, you know, especially if it's spreadsheets and things, or, you know, for gamers, it's you know, it's got it. You know. So some people look at a mouse and it'll just be like, that just looks absolutely terrible. But it doesn't really matter, does it? It's about consistent long-term comfort. It's so important. Right, if I take that and that, well, let's take 500. Let's take as many of those as well, they're stacking much higher amounts, and I've got the sniper rifle. Is that can't be right? There's no way I've only got one repair kit, mate. Let's take a repair kit with us as well. In fact, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take 2 repair kits with us, and we'll make. Let's make 4 bows. How long are we going to be streaming for? We stream from sort of anywhere from 8 o'clock onwards in the morning, 3 till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, mate. It's really weird. Can you hear anything on stream? Ambient noise. It's like it's completely silent down here. It's really weird. There's just like no noise at all. It's like the quietest bunker I've ever had. And sorry, to give you a point of reference, it's just coming up to... It's about 10 to 10 here, mate. I live in the UK, so 10 to 10 at the moment. So we've got... Over 5 hours left yet, mate. I can log off if you want, mate. I can nip down the pub instead if you want, mate. Yeah, we got a while yet. Got a horde night just about to come up as well. How long have I been streaming? What, today? An hour and a half, sir. Been on for about an hour and a half. Not a lot of quality content today because we've been faffing about with sound. The way I say tooth. Tooth and tooth. Tooth. So sometimes I'll say tooth, sometimes I'll say tooth. As your tooth. Oh, what the hell just happened? Holy balls! I thought my computer just died. Jesus balls. It's only because I can still see the bloody heads-up display. Is this on Solidays multiplayer, mate? In fact, we've got Cedar Moon's going to be joining me by the looks of it. I'll tell you what I will do. Let me just go and take a little bit of concrete over with us. That'll be in... Any in there? Let's take a little bit of that. It's going to be it, really, isn't it? Shall we get... should we work on the farms after this, guys? Should we do a bit of building today? What do you think? What's your thoughts on that? You like the Brummie accent? Yeah, I like the Brummies, like. So I'm from Birmingham myself, like. Isn't it weird to think that I am actually a legit Brummie? It's not. I mean, for me, it's not obvious. Because when I go back to Brum, the accent hits me like a sledgehammer. Even to my own brother, it's like, seriously, can you talk properly now? It's not the best place to come from to sound like you have any intellect. It is, unfortunately, you know, there are certain accents that make you sound like a bloody gangster, and people will be terrified of you. There's certain accents that come across as very soothing. There are accents that almost sound, no, not sexual, but very, very soft and beautiful, and you know, very calm. And then there's the more sexual siding, or sexual sounding accents, and then you've got the Brummie accent, which literally makes it sound like you'd be lucky to have two stones in your head to rub together. It's not the best place to come from. It's a terrible accent. What's that, Mojo? Today, what's that, bro? Best mouse I ever had was made by Mad Cats, I think. You bought it online, didn't realise it was made of nickel. You're allergic to nickel? No way! What happens? Do you like come out in hives and things, or? I don't know. It depends on how long you sleep for, Rakabus. Not if you're going to have... Yeah, probably not if you're going to have 5 hours, more than 5 hours kit, mate. Yeah, Jesus Christ, I can't remember the last time I had that amount of sleep. This is Alpha 16.4, completely vanilla, but it has... We are using the HDHQ mod pack. Well, you shouldn't call it a mod pack. It's completely vanilla. It's just got different textures. Everything else is 100% vanilla, mate. There is no new crafting or anything that could have been from Wolverhampton. I don't know, mate. I'm not sure whether the Wolverhampton accent's actually technically any worse, mate. I mean, the Dudley accent is certainly no better. I would put it straight up and on par with Brum, mate. The Glaswegian accent's very calming. It's literally soothes the soul, doesn't it? How old Alpha 16? Alpha 16 came out about 14 months ago, and there is no sign of Alpha 17 yet, mate. Where'd you find the mods? Well, if you're after the HDHQ mod, if you do !mod HDHQ in chat, you will literally get a link straight to it. I currently download it from the Nexus. However, by far the best way to get mods for this game is to install them through the 7 Days launcher, which we have actually got a command for that, but I'm bugging if I can remember what it is. Does anyone know? You get scabby hands that itch, really? So here's a question for you, Sadie. What kind of things have nickel in them? Nickel sounds like it would be insanely expensive to make a mouse out of. You know, most mice are just plastic, aren't they? I mean, what's so... Two questions, I suppose. I don't know if you know the answer. I suppose if you're allergic to something, you might know quite a lot about it. I mean, what is so special about nickel? You know, is it because it's heavy, or is it because it's lightweight, durable, robust, you know, good electrical conductance? Why would you use nickel in anything anyway? Speak a bit of Gaelic, do you? Your family's actually from the Highlands, and you can actually understand them. I'm alright with accents as long as I'm listening to it for a little while. Most accents, no matter how thick it is, you know, I've travelled around the country quite a lot, and give me a few minutes and I can tune into it. I mean, there are, a really thick Irish accent. Oh no, food. Oh no, we're okay. A really thick Irish accent can be like, whoa, slow the hell, especially fast-paced. See, this is the other thing with Brummies. Brummies also talk incredibly quickly. Everybody in Birmingham talks very, very quick compared to a lot of other areas of the country. So they've got a pretty heavy accent.
How did you know?
And a high flow as well.
I love this song.
It doesn't help, does it?
Walking fast, faces past and I'm homebound.
It is, it's crazy, isn't it, SCR? You can literally be 30 miles away from somebody in the UK and sound totally different, can't you? How weird is that?
And now I wonder if
I've had some very good Irish friends over the years. And that accent is I mean, it is a lovely, lovely accent. But you get an Irishman drunk, and then you get him slightly irate. You got no chance, bro. No chance whatsoever of understanding what he's on about. Mainly because the Irishman himself doesn't know what he's babbling on about 9 times out of 10 either. But I'm sure it's the same with a Scottish accent as well, or a really thick black country accent, something like that, you know? Strong Yorkshire accent. Couple of beers. Little bit of temper flaring. Actually, I'll tell you what, I've got to go for a Jimmy Riddle before the order. I'll be straight back. Shut it, Mojo, you knobber. Mojo is a bit of a bellend. Mojo is a bit of a dick. Mojo is my very best friend, but he's such a complete penis. There's a little song for you, mate. I couldn't really think of much that rhymes with Mojo that was sort of family friendly, really, mate. How's things, Mr. James? How you doing, bro? You're my best friend, really, James. I was only lying just to keep Mojo happy for a bit. How did your Elder Scrolls Online stream go yesterday? Did you manage to break your 30-minute record, sir? I mean, I really want to go back and watch one of your VODs, dude. I just not had a chance to catch up with you. You're having a poop, are you? Is it an easy poop or a tricky poop? I had a lovely poop this morning, actually. Straight out, mate, while I was having a coffee reading Discord on the pooper. Does anyone else have take a coffee when they're having a poop? I do. I quite often have a coffee on the pooper. I balance my coffee cup on the little basin. It's like one of those little. It's like an under. I have the underthrone. It's basically a toilet underneath the stairs, and there's a basin and a toilet and everything in there. And I put my coffee mug in the basin. And I read Discord and wish you all a happy morning, literally while I'm having a poop. There you go. Something you might not know. I'm very regular like that. It's important for your health. I've never got as far as having a donut in there as well, but I'd take a coffee and a poop and a donut in the morning. That'd be great, Weekly reset today, so you should try going over to. Oh, you've got to wait a little bit, have you? You can still practice up to them, they can't try. Still not beat it. How close did you get, Eddie? How many milliseconds were you off, mate? You'll get there, James. I've got faith in you. Hey, nice to see Vicky in Discord yesterday, mate. Unfortunately, I didn't catch up until this morning, so. I'm glad to see she's into the Christmas spirit. I like the sound of your Christmas, mate, with all the Disney stuff, which includes some of the superheroes. It sounds like you're going to have a very sort of feast of a Christmas decoration this year, sir. What's that? It was at I better sit on the toilet. Oh, it was an emergency poop. Nothing worse than an emergency poop, mate. You don't get a chance time to build up to it and enjoy it, do you? It's going to happen regardless of what you're up to right now, kind of poop, yeah? It's like, I'm just letting you know it's coming, mate, and whatever you want to do about it, it's up to you. That's called an old man poop, Mojo. My dad often refers to them like that. I didn't realise you were that old, to be honest, fella. You've been given a warning. I suggest you do something about it. Either way, I'm not particularly bothered. I'm heading for daylight. I've had some funny combos with my dad about that. He's a cheeky monkey when he's out a little scotch, I tell you. He's a cheeky monkey. I thought you were down to 31 minutes, James. I thought you were 31. 31:30. Where have I got that number from then? I didn't realise it was 37. God, you're amateur. 37 minutes? What a part-timer. I was taking this seriously for a minute. Where did I get 31:30 from? Hey, Mr. Freeze. How you doing, Mr. Freeze? Thank you very much for the resub, bro. Thank you ever so much, sir. Can we please get some sub love in chat for Mr. Freeze? Freeze 914, 2 months in the house. Thank you ever so much, mate. Thank you ever so much. Really appreciate that, bro. 2 months, mate. 2 months, sir. Thank you kindly. Thank you very much indeed. Do you want me to turn it down for Horde Night, guys? Oh! Oh, we're getting drop frames. Oh, we just had a massive amount of drop frames, guys. 2,000. Oh, we're getting drop frames. Oh, my internet must be on the blink. Oh, wow, my internet is all over the show. What's happening? Oh, no. Not on top of everything else. Oh, wow. My internet is spiking all over the place. What is that all about, guys? Oh, you couldn't make it up, could you? I knew today was going to be a bad day. And so that's the stream rig, the gaming rig, and now the internet. It don't get any worse than that, really, does it? 3,000 drop frames in like literally just the space of a few seconds. Massive, man. It's not like. Let's see if it settles down, or I might have to reboot the router or something. Yeah, so it's all over the place. I'm dropping down to like 2,000 out at times. Wow, I've not seen that do that for ages. They normally let us know if they're doing anything around here. I wonder if the Killfriends bloke took one of the little notices and shoved it in the drawer. Because they did give us a heads up there was massive disruptions in TV. Well, a couple of months back, but they were giving us like 24-hour updates. Well, sorry, not 20. They were giving us 24-hour notice updates. They've been resurfacing and digging stuff up and laying. I don't know, something to do with the water. Oh wow, that is shocking. That is literally bouncing around all over the place. It's going from 2,000 kilobits per second to 9,000 kilobits per second. What's that all about? I don't think Twitch allows that, does it? No, it's not on the server, right? It's my actual internet. It's nothing even to do with like the equipment other than the router. Oh man, I hate it. Technical problems. It's just gonna be one of those weeks, isn't it? What's that? Virgin tried to increase your monthly bill, Vicky Random, and went ham on the poor customer service guy. Did you get a discount? Have you got a discount for the next 20 years from the retentions team? The good old Virgin Media retentions team. How we love them. What, Red Game, is that a 7x7x2 boxes size Blood Moon base? Oh, it is 7x7 internal, yeah, you're right. Yes, it is, basically. Yes, good description. It's called the Mosh Pit, sir. The Mosh Pit. I've never seen a bitrate bounce around. I wonder why that's just gone so crazy. I've actually now, for the first time in probably 12 months, officially now got to 1% of drop frames in a stream. That's 3,700 drop frames already for just in the space of a few months. Isn't that insane? Absolutely insane. I might have to stop the stream and do a reset, guys. It's the only thing I can think of. And then if it persists, we know maybe they are up to something. Besides, it's on bloody Fortnite, isn't it? Did you want me to turn the volume down as well, guys? Is it too loud for the zombies? I'll just turn it down a little bit. Is that a bit better? I know those spider zombies are horrendous, aren't they? How can they try to put it up then, James? Is it because you were end of contract, or...? That's what normally happens with me. You're end of contract, mate. Yeah, I'm going to put your price at 30 quid a month. This is, well, if you're doing that, I'll be leaving you then, won't I, mate? Want to keep an eye on everything. Yeah, it's not just the stream, it's everything. And my whole network's just gone skew diddly daddly, I'm afraid. Sorry, folks. It's been one of those days, isn't it? I said it was going to be one of those days. We're at the start of the stream, didn't I? Lo and behold. How much do I pay monthly? Well, it's hard for me to know that exactly, to be honest, mate. I can't remember what we settled on in the end, but I get my TV, my phone, and my internet. I'm sure mine's something like 70 a month, something like that, mate. But it's not, that's not what I actually pay. Because I went through the retention scheme, and I know I got 12 months with the basically they gave me the TV for it. They had to charge me something. They had to charge me, so they charged me £1 for the telly per month. So I don't actually remember what that is paid at, because it's technically the girlfriend that pays it. But it's less than 70, and that is for, well, technically 200 down, 20 up. It's actually 300 down, I think 30, although I've never actually seen as high as 30. It's always just a bit below. And what was the other thing? We get the house, the home phone, the house phone, with free calls pretty much 24/7, including some mobiles. And we get, I can't remember which TV package it is. It's not the bottom one, but it's also obviously not the top tier one. That we get that for £1. So for less than 70 quid, that's pretty damn good in the UK, mate. Sending down the sound takes. I can say just with him playing the sound. I mean, that's what it sounds like normally. Mate. I don't know if you can hear me or anything. Obviously, I don't mind being quiet anyway during board night where I focus a little bit. But am I streaming via Wi-Fi? I'm not actually. I've just gone down to 85 kilobits per second, mate. 85 kilobits per second. That's barely even connected. That's like a bloody dial-up, isn't it? I wonder what's happened. Yeah, it's all over. After the board, I'll make sure it's not the ingest server. Yeah, I think if I went on Wi-Fi with the next door neighbours, I'd probably do better Kiss of Dragons, to be honest, mate. You pay £100 just for your house phone and internet. Holy wow. I know it varies a lot, doesn't it, around the world, and it matters, you know, in America in particular, you know, one area can be like ludicrously expensive compared to another concept. Then you have Comcast and things like that over there. We only really have, I mean, there are a lot, but although you say there's a lot of different resellers or internet service providers, they're basically resellers of what are the primary two, really, which is Virgin Media. Around where I live, Virgin Media and Sky. That's all there really is, to be honest. IDSN? I'm not sure. I remember dial-up. I really like dial-up. I'm not sure what IDSN is. Unless that's a fancy word for that. You're right, Talk. How you doing, bro? I saw you on the server list this morning, mate. I was looking for the Grumbodia server, and I actually saw Talc guy. It must show like I must have clicked like the friends list or something. It's anything I can think of. I thought I wondered if that's our Talc guy. I'm guessing it is, mate. Comcast has just bought Sky. Oh, so basically we've got Comcast over here as well, have we? Oh wow. That's quite worrying because I've only ever heard bad things about Comcast. Though I don't know whether that's just because you tend to hear the negative, don't you? Not a lot of people go around saying, "Oh, Virgin Media are the greatest thing ever." What you tend to see is tweets saying, "Well, why is my internet shit?" So that tends to be what you sort of focus on, isn't it? Oh, I can't believe the internet's gone. I swear to God, we are absolutely cursed in this house, aren't we, today? everything that could have gone wrong with this stream has gone wrong. Audio's been out. Now the internet's gone bloody down. Although, having said that, I think someone said that it might just be me. It might have just been me. Sniperholic, welcome to the channel. I do apologise, we're having some technical issues, mate, so the stream looks like absolute pants right now. But thank you for the follow, Dan Baker, as well. Hello. You don't play on a server. How come you're showing in the server list? It would have been 2 hours ago when I started the stream. There was a Talc guy server up and running. In what presumably is my friends list. Are you sure you're not playing multiplayer? I didn't know you were playing multiplayer. Because you were definitely there to connect to, mate. I'm not sure if it was passworded. Maybe there's someone on your computer, Tal. Ah! I'm not really been able to enjoy this horde because I'm too busy looking at my little... oh, this is terrible. 7,000 drop frames. There's no point carrying on, is there? Let me have a little look. Let's go there. Sorry about this, guys. It's just one of them shit storms of a day, innit? Right, this is going to cause chaos with my stream, so the reason being it can't actually get anywhere. I'm just going to run a quick check on some of these Injustice servers. But I might have to stop the stream and jump onto Amsterdam or something because I switched it back to London yesterday. Internet. A couple of times I've done my speed tests because we're supposed to send them off to Virgin. Well, it was once a month now. As part of this trial thing. And, a couple of times I've actually found my download speed was at 20. Which is ever so weird. And in fact, we had it while we were on stream as well, didn't we? When we were downloading the Medieval mod. So I don't know whether or not we can do this trial thing that sometimes do cap me unnecessarily. 6,743 drop frames. I haven't seen that in years, but that's normally because if it's that bad, I just turn it off, don't I? Go for it, James. Yeah, I mean, I've actually failed to get Amsterdam and Frankfurt, but that's going to happen if I'm streaming anyway. I've literally failed connections to Amsterdam and Frankfurt. Yeah, if you don't mind, mate, go for it. Looks like Portugal and London are okay for me. Ah, you know what? I bet I am actually still streaming to Amsterdam. In fact, I am still streaming to Amsterdam. Hang on a second, let me just double check that. Settings. Oh, I am. Yeah, I am. I didn't change it then. Yeah, I'm reading through Amsterdam, dude. And I've just done a failed connection test to it. Oh wow, that is... I've never seen... It's really weird because I'm seeing massive spikes. It's not like I'm you know, like normally if you stream like 6,000 kilobits per second, you'll see it drop down to like, I just said 85. But it's actually going up to 9,000. So something's really wrong. That can't actually be correct. So I can only imagine things are so bad that even the OBS software and my software is just... What's it saying in OBS? OBS. No, OBS isn't there. OBS isn't showing that. Looks like I've got... So somehow I'm trying to spit out 10,000 or 9,000 plus kilobits per second across my network. OBS doesn't seem to be representative of that. Oh, I'm going to really get it, mate. Oh, it's a Horde Night. Should we rewind time and have another Horde Night once we fix it? I actually thought I got it. It doesn't really matter about distance, James, believe it or not. It's got nothing to do with it. It's just about how that path, that if you like that trace route through is. My best two tend to be, weirdly enough, Amsterdam is nearly always better than London. Nearly always better. So it tends to be Amsterdam, London, and then Germany. However, it's passed through my local exchange. Weirdly enough, Portugal actually tends to be the most stable, just not the fastest connection, if that makes sense. It's by far the most stable connection. I think people think that geographic location actually makes a difference. It doesn't really matter, mate, because sometimes you can be rerouted halfway across the country before it even gets out of the UK, bro. Before you even take into account pathing and trace routes through Europe. It's not settling at all, man. It's literally not even. It's not even calming down. It's just bouncing all over the place. Your mate's just finished fitting out some new Twitch offices in London. Really? Oh, SCR. Now that is interesting, mate. I've been saying for a couple of weeks now that Twitch are up to something, bro. I'm telling you. They're about to unleash some new fandangled stuff on us. Right, well, I do apologise, guys. There's nothing I can do. Everything else I can fiddle about with and tweak, but my internet is all over the place. I've never seen my bandwidth usage so erratic. Let me just check something on Outbound. Yeah, it's just really weird. Shall we stop the stream and come back? Shall I turn it on and off again? This router is, I don't know what this router even is. It's like some, I don't know, some sort of weird test router. So it literally takes, sometimes it can take 10 minutes for it to reconnect. And sometimes I even have to make a phone call as well. So it's not the easiest thing to turn on and off again. No, it's not that, James. It's nothing to do with the software or anything. It's actually my physical connection to the internet. Yeah, it's nothing like you know, I've messed about with a setting in OBS or anything. It's nothing to do with OBS. I can just see really just everything is all over the place on my traffic management. Just looking at it on the gaming rig as well, but the whole network is just bouncing about everywhere, mate. So that was fine for the start of the stream, wasn't it? Everything's been fine. It's just for some reason it's all just gone. I mean, even just standing here, I've just got really weird traffic on my network. It's really weird, bro. Never said anything like that. Let me just I mean, at times it's the most, when it works it's great, isn't it? When it doesn't work, it can be one of the most infuriating things. Jesus, I've never seen anything like that. I've got outbound traffic at 11 meg. Jesus, 11 meg outbound. What the hell? There has to be something going on. What the hell? I'm peaking at 12 meg out. 13.6 meg out. There's something else in this house outputting, isn't there? There has to be something else going on here. What on earth? Whoa, 12,000 meg. Whoa. What is that all about? If it was a Windows update, there's still no way I would be spitting out 30 meg a second, am I? No, there's no one else connected. No, the only outbound traffic is from these two PCs. But I can assure you, there's nothing coming out of these two PCs. So either let me just run a. Someone's watching that. It wouldn't matter if they were watching. I've had every single TV on this house playing Netflix, mate. I've had the girlfriend fannying about on a console, and this thing's never dropped a heartbeat. So. We've got more than enough headroom to have everything running. I've never seen that amount of outbound traffic. Everything's going to go really bad for a second. I'm just going to try something. Holy fucking dick shits. Holy fucking dick shits. Oh my god, it's still going up. I have got 800... I've got 860 down. What the hell are Virgin doing? I don't even know if you can hear me. I've got 860 meg down. That's impossible. I can't have 860. I've got a 5 millisecond ping, 860 down.
Hello?
And what would appear to be over 40 up. What's this? That's ridiculous. What are they doing, mate? They're obviously running some tests, aren't they? They're obviously doing something. Wow, that is insane. What on earth? Let's see what I'm going to do, guys. I hate to do it, but I'm just going to turn it off and make a quick phone call. Let's just see if everything stabilizes after I've just done that. Let's just see. Imagine that 860 meg down. It's it. I'm going to be the opposite of you, James. I'm going to get a phone call from Virgin Media. Like they're going to say, yeah, you're right, Grum. Yeah, it's, if you like a little bit of 860 down, I'll say no because you're going to charge for it. It says no, it's free, mate. It's free. It's free. We're also going to whack you up to close to 50 meg up as well. Everything seems to have settled down there. 860 meg down. that's all. I mean, that is really. In fact, no, hang on. That is actually faster. What did I say that I got on that? That 1 gig down with Shadow. What did I get on it? I can't remember what I posted up. I gave all the stats in Discord, didn't I? Was that 850 or 950 down that I managed to get out of it consistently? Everything seems to be back to normal. I know 860 now. I've supercharged the internet. I don't know what Vicky did, James, but cheers, bro. Nice one, mate. There's no way anything here has got a virus, Wentex. I know that's one of those silly things that people say, mate, but my equipment doesn't down. This room is so clean on these PCs, mate. For example, my gaming rig it doesn't even go on the internet. The only time this gaming rig has been doing anything recently was YouTube, watching a video back. It's all over the place. I'm going to stop the stream, guys, and I am going to reset the router. They must be running some sort of test on these fancy pants modems, so it's the only thing I can think of. So bear with me. I will be back as soon as I can. I do apologise. I'm sure we'll be back in 10-15 minutes.